Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever. You join me once again staring at Lake Erie. The reason I'm staring at this is because last time out we made this station in episode 20 and a line which you can't see from here, but as we know, if we do this you can see it quite clearly. That line there that runs all the way along the shores of Lake Erie up towards Buffalo. Now I've had some suggestions, so I'm going to quickly run through them and their merits and why I may or may not do them. So one suggestion I've had is bus routes for showing around the cities. So that's something that's quite important. Doing bus routes that will go all the way around, essentially like all of Chicago, all of Milwaukee. Wow, Milwaukee's really grown. Considering that's the only road that goes through it, it really has grown. We'll need to bridge this at some point. We might do that in this episode actually. That is really, yeah, that's grown quite a bit. Madison's growing at a fair rate as well. Everything's just going to this whole area is just going to merge into one big clump, isn't it? That's not what we want. But there we go. We probably can't stop that now. St. Louis, yeah, everything's fine. Anyway, back over here. So that's one suggestion. I will be taking that on board, and I will be doing that at some point. Maybe in a few episodes' time, once I've hooked up a few more lines. As you can see, we've got a bunch of, like, for example, lines here that aren't connected to anything. That line there isn't connected to anything. So we need to sort all of that out. The other suggestion I have had is to put the station. Originally, I was thinking to stick the station in here. I've had a suggestion to stick the station over here. Yeah, someone said north of the name, so north of the name is here. So I've been told that this would be a good place, which would allow this track to go in there as well, and that track to go in. So I think that's where I'm going to put the station. I'm going to put the station there, but not in this episode, because I think it's going to take a little bit of planning to get that station in. So I'm going to spend this episode thinking about it, and in the next episode I'll be popping it in. Whilst I'm thinking about it, I am going to continue along this. So we've got this spur out here that goes through a tunnel, as you can see, round the northeast side of Cleveland. There you go, you can see northeast, and it heads out in a sort of southeastern direction, and we're going to join it up over here. So that's where we're going to join it up, and it's going to eventually end up taking the Philadelphia route. So here we go. Let's do this. And I'm going to leave these green lines on because it's nicer to see. Now, if we were to do a straight run, I think we've already attempted this. It comes up with some sort of error, but let's... Oh no, it doesn't. There we go. It's going to tunnel right underneath Detroit to join up to this, which is kind of interesting. Sorry, underneath Pittsburgh. Where did I get Detroit from? And then it'll join up over here, like so, which is kind of impressive that you can actually join up like that. The question is, do we want it to do that? Do we want it to be tunneling there and bridging here and bridging there? And it's a lot. It's a lot of bridges. It's a lot of, yeah. We might be taking that tunnel. Yeah, I think we might have to take that tunnel though. But when it comes to the bridge, I think we can avoid the bridges over here. So we're going to do what we can. On top of that, what if I was going to attempt to swing this right the way around? Would that still... It may not fit into that tunnel then if I was to do that. Just out of curiosity, I'm thinking if we could have a really weird loop going along as well. Okay, so let's start this. Let's see what we can get. So we'll keep this nice and straight. Let's try and do it in short segments, so it will follow the terrain like that. Okay. Now it's going downhill. So we've got a bit of an embankment here. So now, what if I was to do this? Now, the idea of the curvature here is, yeah, that's okay, is that it's actually going to help, you know, take the... Ooh. Go through that. Oh, that's kind of steep. I didn't. That's down and up. That is kind of a steep one. Maybe I can take it around it. But I want to try and keep speed up as much as I can. That's not as steep. And if we go for 60 miles an hour, it's a bit of a cut though. See, that's level, that's that. Unless I cut this back just a little bit. If I cut that back and then try and curve it from here, we might be able to avoid some of this. So let's go for 60. So 60 is going to be our target speed. And can we... I don't know whether this is... Okay, 60. That's flat. What if I was to try and bring that upwards? No, that's pretty good. Like that. And then here we go. Okay. Now we've still got this. We've got this one issue here. And that is there's this hill. Can you see that hill, guys? That hill, I want it to go through there. That's what I wanted to go through. There's a... Look, if we switch on the terrain, there's a pass here that I wanted to run through. There, around there. That's where I need it to go, but this hill has got in the way. So, in fact, what if I was to... Oh, wow. What's with the... Something's not happy. Can you... I don't know whether you guys can hear that. It's... The music is juddering. Uh-oh. Alright, let's clean this up. There we go. And we'll take it around here. At the 60 if we can. Yeah, let's do that then. I think that's a bit better. That's probably a much better idea. And we'll try and hold the 60. Actually, okay, no, we've got 75. That's fine. No, there's a 60 again. We're just trying to sort of swing it around. And then I want to sort of swing it this way if possible. So how's that hill looking? So if we take it back to about here, and then we swing it around. Ooh, that's going to be a... Ah, there we go, hold on. There, like that. I don't want to slow it down to 50 if I can avoid it. That's going to be a 50. Nope, there's 60. Okay, so we've got around that. That's good. That's good. I should switch that back on. Okay, now somehow we need to hook it up over here. Okay, so what's its next? What does it think? If we were to try and hook this up, what does it think? It thinks that. So obviously that's not a very good connection, but that's what it thinks. So if we were to try and head in that sort of direction, but... Oh, look at that. That's... Here we go. This looks like a pass. Oh, apart from that bit there. That looks like a pass. So let's try and head into... We're going to try and head into that pass. Okay, so far so good. Okay, we are now in that area. Yep, we've got the little bit of a dip here. I think there's supposed to be some water here, to be completely honest. I think this little area is supposed to be water, but obviously the height map was not perfect. Oh, speaking of height map, I will release this on Steam. Actually, by the time this video comes out, or the next episode, by the next episode, I should have this on Steam. Right. Now, what's that saying? That's saying to do that. Okay. I want to... Let's bring the... Can we take this off the bridge? Yeah, we can, but it's not too happy with it. See, that's a bit of an issue, but okay, so maybe further off the... There we go. Okay. So if we do that, where's the line? The line is there. Just there. You guys might just be able to see it. So if we just swing this that way, there we go. Okay. Oh wow. That's okay, they still need to work on that, I think. Let's try and get the second one in. Yeah, see, that's not really much of a bridge anymore, is it? Ah. Okay, well, that's what we've got. And then I do wonder if it's possible to get this swinging out over here, which it is. Look at that. We can even swing that right the way across. I'm going to see if I can get a bit higher speed on that. Let's see if we can get a little bit more in terms of speed. 40, 42. 42 miles an hour, I'll take it. And then can we bring that in at 41 miles an hour? Sure. I mean, the junction's really bad, but I do wonder if I can just build another section, and then when I delete it, see, now I want that, but if I keep that, it's going to look really, really wrong. I mean, look, there's just nothing. Oh boy. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's just keep it with... Let's do this for now. Oh, I can't get rid of that. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay. And that one. I suppose we don't need that either. Let's keep it like this for... Uh-oh. Yeah. This is where all the issues start. Let's try again. There we go. Okay, that's some... I mean, that's some form of a bridge. So we'll leave it like that, and then let's see what does it want to do if I attempt to connect that to that. It wants to stay as a bridge, then do that, then do that, then... Okay, so we can go up here. We'll be able to go down there, and then somehow we've got to end up on a bridge. Okay. So if I was to try this... right at the top of this hill. That looks good. That looks good. So we'll go right at the top of that hill, like so. Now it's definitely going to bridge, even if we're going downwards at a steep angle here. Unless we do that, but that's not very nice. Plus, if we were to keep the bridge, if Pittsburgh was to, by any chance, come out and expand this side, at least we would still have... that whole, you know, able to put roads underneath. I mean, a road will definitely fit under that. That's quite a steep That's quite steep though. That, however, is not so steep. I'll take that. I mean, I don't think I've got much of a choice, but I'll take it. There we go. And now let's see what it wants to do. It wants to cut all the way through. So we're going to see if we can avoid the cut by keeping it, I see, just minor cuts if we can. Oh, well, that's gone wrong. That's gone wrong. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, and then if we try to connect it, not so much in the way of cuts anymore. Slow it down to 60 potentially. Yep. And then back up to speed. And that is connected. However, I think I've connected the wrong side, haven't I? Yep, I have connected the wrong side. Alright, well, I mean, there's no big deal. What we'll do is, we will see about there. Yes, it's going to go like that. So we'll just take that instead and then run this all the way like so into Cleveland. Okay, so now if we just bring our highlighter up, that's what I'm going to be using this as a highlighter. We now have away from Cleveland onto all of the main lines. We also are going to be connecting Columbus to Cleveland because that's then going to go up towards Buffalo. So let's see if we can connect that up as well. Now, again with this one, let's see what happens. What does it want? If I try this, what exactly is it looking for? Something that's not so bad. That's actually not as bad as I thought it might be. So there's good possibilities there. Okay. Through there, tunnel. That tunnel's a bit long, but we may not have any choice. So okay, let's start with this bit here. That's okay. Use the different tunnels. Can I manage to squeeze it through the fields without having any terrain alignment collision? Okay, let's see if we can go that way and then potentially squeeze it through. That's quite a hill. We're still going to remove that field. I wanted to avoid that. But okay. We'll deal with that one then as it is. From here, we're having a second line go out. And around we go. Almost at the end of this episode. But that's good. Yeah, see, that field is going to be... I think no matter what, we're going to have to cut through that. And then from there we can just swing it around. So let's do that cut. It's a shame we can't put the fields back in. Like that. And then let's see what the remainder is. That's what it wants. I think we can give it better. I think we can bring it downhill here. Oh no, now it wants to tunnel. Okay, I suppose we can't give it better. So let's not try that. Let's try doing it like that first. And then, yeah, now we can definitely give it better. and we'll bring it in on platform 1. Yeah, I think platform 1 is the one to bring it in on. Okay, that brings us to the end of this episode. At least I managed to get what I wanted to do. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever. Leave a comment in the comments box below. Let me know what you think of what I am doing so far. Next episode, we're going to be focusing on getting the station into Buffalo. And as you can see, Cleveland is now hooked up to the main line. So that's a great thing. And I think we're going to be able to get some trains running on this pretty soon. Like I said, just want to do Buffalo first, and then once I've done Buffalo, we should have this whole Hamilton-Toronto setup at least running in some which way, so that would be really good. Last but not least, do support me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. Your support would be massively appreciated. It'll allow me to continue making videos like this and improving quality, improving my computer and all that kind of stuff. And improving my computer is something I really need to do. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.